How's everyone doing today? Welcome back. Today is Friday, July 2nd. No watch list today because, well, you may have guessed this. Tomorrow's the weekend. Not only that, there's going to be no show on Sunday because Monday is July 4th break time. Now, of course, July 4th is not Sunday, but we're going to have ourselves a nice time off due to that, which is very nice. Again, I'll come talk to you guys tomorrow about sectors and those kinds of things. That'll be really good. We're going to cover that slightly today. I'm going to go over that very briefly today. But tomorrow, if you're really interested, as my glasses keep effing up, tomorrow we're going to talk mainly about sector rotation, discretionary, technology, consumer staples, Dow Jones 30 Industrial Complex. These great things we're going to talk about tomorrow. Today we're going to review the plays from last week and this week. Now, I was on vacation, so you won't have the full picture at the time, but I did close on my Discord, and so I want to make that abundantly clear. That's still good to go. If you want to come join me, great. If not, it's fine too. I'm not that bent about it. So welcome all those who are new here. We're going to cover all my picks from the last 2 weeks because that's a fair way of doing it, and then we're going to go from there. With that being said, y'all, let's get into it. So we're going to start with plays from 2 weeks ago, this week's calls, and just kind of review how they went. Now, I am very stringent on myself. I am very hard on myself. I could easily fudge these numbers, and again, there's some times that I do, and I'm like, this is really a fine play, because I would have said to wait for a drop, and then it dropped to where I wanted it, went a bit too far. That's fine. But I'm definitely not going to be one of those people who are like, well, you would have held, and then you would have been good. No. If I was off mathematically or charting wise on the price targets and didn't hit, I'm not going to count it. So I think many times I'm more hard on myself than I have to be. But again, that's the name of the game, baby. It's all about being fair and honest. Let's look into it. First is GoRo. Again, this is what I'm going to say. It's close. All right, I even said it's going to come down to this area. Hopefully, it did. All right, I was off by 1 penny. We're going to say we're holding. So again, a very non-consequential play. GoRo has plenty of room to run up. I think it's still very viable. I like it a lot for a support play. Yes, this trend line is gone. Get rid of it. This support has been lowered. Great. Right down to here. Beautiful. I mean, if you would have gotten in down here, you would have been looking pretty right now. But again, GoRo looks fine for future. LAZ, what a dub. We have a moonshot. Now again, you wouldn't have gotten the moonshot on the first hold. You probably would have gone about 6.5%. And the green area, and again, this is for my Discord members, you would have had to decide on your validation strategy down here. Yes, you could have very easily validated out right here at 44.85. It would have come down here, broken down, validated out, gotten your, what, you would have gotten an easy 3 or 4%? Yeah, easy 3 or 4%. You probably could have held, gotten up here, and again, validated out anytime, but an easy moonshot play. MTG is non-consequential. Again, I could say it hit my price target barely. I mean, you would have bought in hopefully at the bottom here. You would have come down. You could say a stop loss again to be fair and say it could have gone either way. But again, non-consequential. Didn't really break our stop loss area. Didn't hit our price target. MTG, fairly inconsequential. OEC, a perfect support play. Look at it, hit it perfectly. You hopefully would have bought in probably, around here. Let's just be fair, 18.10. Got in about a 10% play off OEC. It's grinding back up. It looks pretty good. You want to buy in, sure, but I don't think the support play is there. It looks okay, though. PAAS, where's the charting? I'm making a class. PAAS was an example, so it's not all there, and that's okay. PAAS, we did call down here for a buy-in area. It's up 2 or 3%. Again, very non-consequential. My price target probably was close to 29.20, so I'm going to say non-consequential because I don't see it, and I won't be unfair. RHI hit our price target perfectly, came down, held our support area, bounced up almost 4 or 5% and hit that. RHI also was a win. RPAI, non-consequential, hasn't broken anything, still going sideways. T-Rex to the fucking moon. So T-Rex is one of those calls that I just like because of the name and it worked out. But look at that, it ran up almost 10%, still holding up there. If you want to hold on to it, great, but if not, T-Rex, a fantastic play. AB was also a great moonshot, another big winner for us. COTY, big ol' moonshot. Again, this is in my class I'm using. Easy 12%, big ol' move up. CTSO is, again, for the class I've been using, but again, it is broken down. That is our first real loss of the day. That's okay. Dow's right there with it. Now, Dow, I did call over here and hit our price target. So again, I'm going to take that as a dub because I did call it 14 days ago. Okay, 14 days. I'm not lying. I called it over here. Hit the price target, and now it died. So I'm going to give it a win. Dow right now is still a fine buy-in, but I'm not overly hype about it. It's okay, though. EOG, a nice moonshot right there. Love to see it. Switch those are like an idiot. KMI, hit our price target, came up, hit it, got to value, hit it again. Double love it. NSE, again, a very close call here. I'm going to say non-consequential because it did hit my price target. Actually, no, I hit my price. Yeah, I'm dumb. I didn't even see that. 14 days ago where I called it, hit price target off the bat, looks good. Did break it, hit it again. NS looks really good. I've done the show in 2 weeks. I'm a bit sloppy, but again, that's a lot of wins so far. We're killing it. NXE hit our price target, boom, hit it, double hit, double bottom, hit it again, love it. NXPI is part of the class. The price target was about here. It hit it. NXPI, you buy this every single time NXPI hits this trend line. You should be looking to buy it. I'm not saying that it's like perfect, but when you get down to not 199 again, look to buy into it again. Watches that one for sure. PXD, a big win, big old moonshot. BHC, non-consequential. I didn't hit it. I was off by what? 4 cents? I was off by 5 cents. Actually, let's see. Oh, I gotta be fair here. Oh, we did break it. Look at that. Right into it. That's math, baby. BHC's a dub. MCFT, a dub. NDRA, a dub. Purple, a dub. Look at all these dubs, y'all. Rave, a big win. This is a rarity. This is a lot of wins. I'm kind of concerned how good this is. I'm afraid this week's is gonna suck. We'll see. TMQ, another win. Woof, another win. Let's do a double check. Yep, that's right there. Woof's a win. Looks really good. The next day, BW hit our price target the first day. It's coming down. Looks really good. BW, a good win. CAH also hit our price target. That's fantastic. Give me a second. I got the vapors. Shit. Look at this play. Is that a simple 168% move? Man, if you bought TLRY, I bet you were happy with me. Golly. CO, big ol' run up, huge, love it. EA, big ol' run up, huge, love it. G3I, ran up, hit it, love it. PAG, ran up, love it. TCS, hit up and ran it. So is that 4 days? That's literally 4 days, straight calls, 100% success rate. Again, I'm not gloating. I've had playing weeks I had 50%, but in this market, to this week, 100% plays last week. Love it. So let's see what happened on that last Thursday. ABC, bought in, inconsequential. It hasn't hit there yet, but not an L. First L. Pain.exe. APLE did break down. It's still a value. So I would look to buy into it, but that's an L. CWK, that's an L. That's an option there. I'm going to say it is an L, though, because it didn't go where I wanted to. FRT, looks fine. For a buy-in still. HPP held the stop loss area. It's right where you want it. Looks good. MNST hit our price target. MPLX has not hit the price target yet, but still pretty good. SRC is holding. Again, I'm not one to gloat because I'm not that kind of guy. Yeah, I am, but not on camera. I'm pretty nice on camera. But we can see clearly last week we had 2 losses of all those calls. 2. So again, that's a really good sign that what we do works. Again, I'm not saying you would have gotten the whole move, but I know people are like, you would have gotten a kabillion%, you would have gotten all the move of CRE. No, you wouldn't have. Let's be realistic. You would have probably gotten 1 or 2% lower than I would have shown you. So for this place, you probably gotten 3 or 4 or 5% of play. But again, that's real easy money, real quick money. You love to see it. So last week, was it June 22nd, 24th? Last week, June 21st. So June 21st to June 25th, 100% success rate minus 2 plays. That's really good. Let's check this week. I'm sure this week is not nearly as good. That's okay. So our first play is AIR. Again, I'm not going to say it's a stop loss, even though it got down here, just because you would have, I said wait for it to show some life. It hasn't shown any life. The support's down here. If AIR does come back down to the $38.10, $38 area, I would look to buy in. It looks like it's a good buy-in still. APTS, again, very inconsequential. Nothing's happened. Again, I said buy in when you see some life, had no life. So again, very inconsequential. Of course, I could say it's an L, but I'm on the border. I would probably say it's an L just to be fair. But that definitely is not a terrible setup right now to see what you're looking at. It looks pretty good. CDE, I'm still very high on. Exceptionally high on CDE. This is a massive ascending triangle. This is a rarity. Of course, I could be wrong. You can see how many times it comes out and hits this area, right? So CDE, if you want to see, my cat hit my hand into the buttons. Thank you. CDE, it comes out at $8. You pull the trigger, in my opinion. You pull the trigger at $8.05, $8.10, in my opinion. Now you can't sue me. Haha. So CDE, that comes down to, $8.06. You have a fantastic risk versus reward. But here, I still do like it a lot. CVGI, L, it died. NYMT, very inconsequential. It's a horizontal play right here. It's still holding and consolidating. It does that. All right, it consolidates. So NYMT, inconsequential, nothing's happened. REZI, not a win. Okay, let's see. Let's check. That's a win. Ooh, little baby candle got in there. That's a dub, a small one. Still a value, looks pretty good for the future. SEAS and L, I thought it was an ascending play. I was wrong, which happens a lot. It's a horizontal play. And so for the future, if SEAS does come down to this area of $48, $49, look to buy in. SMTS, inconsequential. All right, it came down very quickly after hours or so. Showing no life here. That's fine, inconsequential. ABCB, inconsequential. AGS, a win, a quick win, a small one, but a win's a win. AMLP, another win, hit our price target very quickly, looking pretty good. BRY, hit our price target, that's pretty good. CUK, all cuck. It looks pretty good. No, I mean, you would have had to move almost 6%, but did I hit my price target? I'm not going to be a cheater. That's inconsequential until it hits below or into either box. DESP, that is inconsequential as well. We came down to a great buy-in right where the support is. That's beautiful technical analysis, by the way, that hit right here. You'll put a body around that area, been about 4 or 5% here, but again, inconsequential until it hits our price target or breaks our stop loss area. DK, I had huge hopes for. I can try and find the other play that's very similar to DK that I did not call, that did what I wanted to do, which is sad when that happens. But DK, very inconsequential. Now again, you would have been up 8% or so. You got very close. So again, I'm not going to cheat and say I hit the price target, but again, you hopefully at 7% would have been like, yeah, I should probably take some money at least. Hopefully. INSW, inconsequential. It held the stop loss area. It has not hit the price target. Again, it got close, but inconsequential nonetheless. CPA is holding that support, nothing. CVS holding that support, nothing. I think you're getting the gist of the week. Very inconsequential. It is what it is. EEFT, a gorgeous support play. I mean, it's doing exactly what you wanted it to do, but again, until it hits this box, inconsequential. GovX, an L. Again, I don't think it's a horrible L because the support play is coming in and play down here. You may bounce here, may bounce a little bit lower, but again, if you want to buy into GovX, look for the 462, look for the 428 area. But again, an L, but inconsequential nonetheless. IMO, very close, but didn't hit. So again, inconsequential this week so far. KRC, inconsequential. We have no box being hit, it's still holding. NMIH, again, I did call it over here. I mean, I did call it on I was like, this looks pretty good. And then it came back down, I was like, looks pretty good again. And we're like, oh, here we go, boys. And then nothing, inconsequential. AWP, hit our price target. Let's effing go. So we got one, that's a dub, that's good. DEI, inconsequential. You can still buy into that one. HR, nothing's happened. Can still buy into that. Inconsequential. LADR, can still buy that one. Nothing's happened yet. Looks like you can still buy into that one. Nestor had a run up to nothing. So again, too high to buy, but not high enough to sell. Inconsequential. STCN, not have a price target yet. I'm getting tired of saying this. Inconsequential. TK is beautiful where you want it. Exactly where you want it. WCS is exactly where you want it. Yesterday's picks will probably be inconsequential. Wow, who knew? ALDX is right where you want it. Again, you can get bro. If you can get ALDX at any time at $10 and like $10.05, come on, goddammit. You can get them anywhere down that low. 10.20, you want ALDX this low. If it keeps dropping, you thank the stock gods that you get it to 10.30. You get it down here, that's an easy 25% move. You want that. Dell, not hit a price or a stop loss. HGen is consolidating beautifully right where you want it. Meg, right where you want it. It's breaking a little bit, give it some time, but again, right where you want it. Maybe for the support play. I mean, I would definitely, for Meg, go try to buy. If it keeps going down, let it die to you. Like 47.25 is where you want that one. OMAB, making a good move. PLAB, right where you want it. Velo, right where you want it. So let's just talk about sectors real quick. So I'm going to talk about this tomorrow. But this is how the stock market goes, and this is how it should look for you. There is a very high possibility when I go back and do the math on these that I had like a 6% winning average for this week. But again, my losing average is probably lower. It's probably like an 8% win, 88% win, 4% loss, if the math is correct. I mean, this week was incredibly inconsequential. I don't think it went either way strong for me. Now, if you do option credit spreads or debt spreads, or you sell put options or buy call options, whatever it is, it may have been a very inflammatory week for you. But for me and my calls, very, very calm. I hit nothing. But that's not bad. I mean, I think that's what's important from our conversation, is that me not hitting anything but indexes moved up is a bit concerning. Now, I don't think it's concerning overall for a lot of things. I think if you're going to buy technology and that's what you're focused, you probably had a good week. But I diversify, and so when I had a lot of plays do nothing, but the indexes went higher, that's a volume issue. And I don't think it's drastically going to scare me, but I'm definitely going to have some bearish momentum moving forward. Do I mean the whole market's going to crash? No, shut up. I just think that moving into next week with a 3-day weekend, with folks probably going to have some plans. July has like, what is it, negative 0.06 annual return, or maybe it's like 0.17 return. It's very low. And then as we get closer to October, it gets worse. So I don't think this is going to be the worst thing ever. It's not the best thing ever. While I have you, because I just want to make sure we cover this real quick, let's check the indexes real quick. This is what I'm talking about. All week, this is the S&P 500, right? Obviously. All week, we moved up almost, go over here. We moved up almost 1.57%. My tickers didn't really show that, not at all. So I don't think that's a great sign. And let's check the volume. I'm not a huge volume guy. I talk about this in the class that I'm making, coming out soon. That these high volume spikes, like over this area, let's put like a line here, over this area, 9 out of 10 times they're red. 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 Red, red, red. So all of these low volume areas are going to be green. And you can see this clear divergence, right? As we're kind of getting higher with lower volume, that's a bit concerning. Now, again, I'm not saying sell everything, but I'm just saying there's probably an issue coming up sooner than later. The NASDAQ, again, has been pushing higher. Given that this trend line is it's not perfect, all right, this definitely can get higher. And we definitely have a history of consolidating up and melting up. The higher to the tops that we get, the more likely we are for consolidating and doing nothing. And again, we saw a lot of nothing recently. And then, of course, eventually towards the top here, shits the bed. Towards the top, shits the bed. So again, I'm not overly worried, but again, somewhat of a concern. The Russell, I mean, was very indicative of the movement this week. I mean, up, down, very inconsequential. You know, moved up 2%, dropped 2%, up 1.5%, dropped 1.5%. So again, we're towards the top of that one. The Dow 30, anywhere down here you want to buy it. But again, you're getting towards all-time highs here. Again, that's getting pushed up high. The VIX was down, but I didn't see much life. TNX is down, didn't see much life. We'll cover this more tomorrow, but like, that's concerning. And you can always go to like this website, stockcharts.com, the RRG graphs. Sure, we'll cover this tomorrow, but like you can see if you were to buy, I usually do 10 weeks, you know, if you're going to buy real estate stocks for the long-term hold, you're probably Gucci. I bet my head's in the way. I need to scroll down a little bit here. There we go. It's probably good. So you can see obviously with like this kind of setup here that possibly, you can see how like, let's zoom in. I mean, we'll cover this tomorrow. You know, XLC's coming back. Okay. XLK is not showing life. XLV is curling down. XLP is curling down. XLU is curling down. I mean, XLF is, it's real muddy, dude. And I mean, like, this is not great. I mean, like, this last 10 weeks, this is not, it's so mixed. And I mean, we can go like the day charts is what I usually use. I mean, on the day charts, you know, industrials, financials, and basic materials, getting where you want them to go. But like, this is very different than what this looks like. So, I mean, we'll cover it tomorrow. But again, you need, if you're confused on what I'm talking about, come back tomorrow. We'll talk about sectors then. They are a bit concerning. They really are. For the long term, just for the macro indexes, and then how little movement I saw this week. And again, that could just be me. You could have probably bought way better stuff than I had. There's a high probability some of you guys had some really good calls. Like Microsoft did fine today, but Apple, you know, ran up too. But like a lot of growth tech did nothing, which was what folks have been buying recently. So keep that in mind moving forward. That after the 3-day weekend, we're probably gonna have some form of consolidation or some form of melt up, and then eventually an elevator down. So I would just be careful of that. Be cautious. But again, the point of the Friday show is to review. Insane the difference in those 2 weeks though, right? I think last week I had close to 100% win rate, which is unheard of. That's insane. And again, that's like some folks being like, oh, I win every time. I don't. I average like 65-75% win rate in any given week, which is good. I mean, I'm winning more than I lose. My winners are better than my losers. I get TLRY once every 2 months. You cash out on that, or a Jill, or whatever the big move is, BLDR. You cash out on that. That covers most of your losses, and you're Gucci. But to have close to 100% win rate is insane. And again, that just shows the validity of what we're doing. And then this week, nothing. Nothing happened. So keep that in mind. If you're having a hard week, a lot of us are. That's okay. So have a good rest of your weekend. Please enjoy July 4th the way you intend to. I should be here tomorrow. I may be on a Sunday episode because I have to go to a party. But please celebrate 4th of July responsibly. Please celebrate any way you feel you want to. If you want to have a barbecue, great. If you want to practice by doing nothing, great. If you want to study and be an advocate for indigenous people or whatever it is, great. If you want to be red, white, and blue guy with a flag in the middle of the street, fucking great. Have fun. I'm not here to tell you how to celebrate. I'm just telling you here to be safe, make smart decisions. And again, even though it's a weekend, it's a holiday weekend, plan for Tuesday. You have to make sure you're ready for the week. Find some time to sit down and think about it. Monday will probably be the best day for that. Otherwise, have a good rest of your Friday. We'll see you guys later. Thanks.